Welcome to this week's Give Voice to Your Vision, where we stop the spinning wheel, get real, so it is clarity you feel. I'm so excited to dive into our topic today. You know how you're doing all the things, you're getting visible, you may have a lot of different avenues for how you're sharing your message, your book, your speaking, your videos, your social media, your emails, your podcast, your Substack, the list is endless, right? And so when you have the visibility engine cranking in your business, but you're not seeing the revenue results that you want or the growth you want, let's face it, it's a little bit wild west out there right now anyway. So this live today is about how to assess and transform visibility that looks like it's working, but it's just not translating into the revenue that you want. And you know that doing more isn't going to help. So welcome in, welcome in. Here's what we're going to talk about today. I want to walk you through why visibility looks like it's working, but it's not translating into revenue, and that hidden reason that makes going to help you see where you could pivot or shift. We're going to talk about where, whoops, I'm clicking too fast, how even really experienced entrepreneurs can unconsciously hold back their message. And I'll share a simple shift you can make to immediately create stronger resonance and response in your messaging. So I'm going to go for it today. We're going to have take the time that it takes to cover these topics. Whether you're here live, I definitely want to know. Give me a heart, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, ask your questions in the comments. We're streaming on 3 platforms. If I don't get you right back, I'll be sure and circle around to make sure you have your questions answered. Love it when you share your takeaways. What's been valuable for you? So definitely engage with me, whether you're here live. Always love to know when you're here. We can talk in real time, or if you catch the replay. So diving into this first idea, okay, the hidden reason why you can be doing all the things, but it's not translating into the consistent revenue results that you want. So first up, here's the deal. Visibility alone doesn't get clients. Okay, you can be everywhere and still feel overlooked. Okay, and so the real issue is not about many people at this point think it's more visibility. I need more visibility. I'm putting it out there. I need to be doing more. Maybe I should do this other platform, or I should do it this other way. And so you could get very busy very quickly. And it's not about more visibility. It's about having your message, your energy, and where that message is heading lined up, being aligned with the truth of who you are, and having your message meet your clients where they are, but also being sure that your visibility is actually on a path toward working with you. How do the pieces connect and fit together? Okay, so this invisible gap when things look like they're working, but something else isn't clicking, is often the part of you that you're holding back. The real work that you're here to do, your energy and your enthusiasm for that work, or trying to tidy it up, get it right, fit that square peg into a round hole, and it's easy to assume that we need more visibility or better visibility, but often it's that piece of ourselves, or especially now in the world of AI, where everything is getting homogenized and everything sounds the same. It is that piece of you, that calling on your heart, that extra secret sauce, your unique perspective, your voice, your the things you've overcome, the challenges, the way you see it, the way you tell it, that infuses your message and your energy and your presence with you. All right, so we have these different levels of ourselves that we hold back in the interest of following the script or the marketing strategy or the tactic, or trying to get it right. If we're holding out the space to try and get it right, we're filtering some of our own unique energetic presence. And this happens too, no matter how experienced you are. We hold back. So, just to recap, that first idea is that more visibility isn't necessarily the answer. Okay. Visibility that's working together cohesively and leading to offers and conversations and clients, right, is important. How does it all fit together? And then not holding that part of you back. It's very easy to fall into the stay it right trap, right? Yes, there is an art and a skill and a craft to share your message in a way that meets your audience and your clients, those people that are looking for you where they are. And it's an ongoing journey. We do that at every level of our business. Our message is always evolving, and our market is always evolving, and the world is always evolving. So it's an ongoing journey, but it is a skill you can build. However, especially nowadays, if you tidy yourself all the way out of it and hold back that part of you that is the most alive, or that calling on your heart, it will get whitewashed very quickly, and it'll start to feel like it doesn't connect, because the people feel you. Your best clients feel you before they hear a word you say. They feel your energetic presence, whether it's written or on video. They can feel you, or you're speaking on a stage, or you're doing an interview or a podcast. Your audience can feel it. And if you are holding back, you can feel it. That, like, okay, I hope this is good enough. I hope I'm not rambling. I'm blah, 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 stuff that goes on. That's normal and natural, right? But your audience also feels it if a part of you is kind of in your head and you're trying to remember what it is you were going to say. And okay, I hope I'm not rambling, or I hope, all that stuff that can go on. We filter, we hold back. And so you want to be able to let it rip, right? You want to be able to let it rip. Of course, there is an art and a skill to how you do that. And it's something that you can grow as you go. So toning down that thing that you're really here to say. You've been taught to do that by your life, perhaps, and your culture, but also in marketing land, right? We want to say it right, and it becomes unconscious. So we want to solve, heal, resolve, blast through that block, because that disconnect is up happening for you, and it's happening for your audience too. And so it's not just a skill issue, okay? It's not just a strategy issue. It's expressing yourself, allowing yourself to be seen and heard, allowing yourself to share that message on your heart and show up with your full enthusiasm. Now, that doesn't mean just being super happy and hypey, but your enthusiasm, from the Greek, filled with spirit, okay? Letting yourself get out of your own way and really allow the calling on your heart. Become a conduit for your message. In order to do that, yes, there's skill. Yes, there's strategy. We're going to get that dialed in. And there's also the skill of getting out of your own way and letting your message come through. I have mastered this because it comes up for me at every level of my own expression, right? And the thing that I can get good at and that I've practiced is letting go, getting out of my own way, trusting it. So instead of I need to fix it, tweak it, review it, chop it into little bits and make it perfect, polish it, think grow as you go. We don't want to edit and filter ourselves right at the moment where our full enthusiasm and clarity and message can ring through and ring true. Because when you're feeling it, your audience is feeling it. And that is one of the ways that you can give goosebumps, is to get out of your own way and allow your message to shine through. All right, bring the light. Instead of getting caught in your head or holding back or waiting or strategizing or working behind the scenes of your business, you're sharing, you're singing your song, right? Excuse me. So the third thing we want to cover today is, what can you shift? So it's not so much. It's not that complicated. I'm going to calm down here. So we want to express ourselves so that we can resonate. And when we express ourselves in a way our clients can resonate, then and have a path, a strategy for them to actually understand what we do, talk to us, and start to work with us, we create revenue. And that is about showing up with your, what I call your frequency factor. We're going to do a frequency factor masterclass next week. I can pop the link here below. It is my no charge, and it walks you through how to take what you have and systematize it. What are the 3 components you need to get better results from the visibility that you're doing? And how can you design your own business around that frequency factor so that you are activating these things to have more clients signing up? Because it's not just about more content or better hooks or more consistency. It's about being able to share this message on your heart, or that thing you're called to bring through, or the depth and the breadth and the potent power of the work that you do, and then translate it. There is a translation process that can happen so that you can meet your audience where they are, and they can feel you. Then they can see you. Then they can hear you. And then they need to know what's next to actually decide to work with you. So your presence carries your message. People feel you before they get who you are or what you do. They get it energetically through your presence, not your words. They feel you before they hear your words. And that presence, allowing yourself to get out of your own way and really share that message on your heart, builds trust. That kind of transparency and authenticity, genuine, energetic humanness that is you, is the hottest commodity in our highly digital, highly virtual, highly AI-ified world. It's only coming on stronger and faster. So no one does you like you do. All right. Even if someone's similar or has a similar message or is doing similar work, they're not you. So we don't want to filter all of you out. So voicing your truth is a little edgy. I've talked to so many people who, like, I could speak on stage for IBM from in front of 10,000 people, no problem. But when I go to be featured in the Gut Health, Gut Instinct conference, it was called, I well up with emotion and tears because it matters and it's personal. So voicing that truth has a transparency. And yes, there's an art and a craft to sharing it in a way people will really resonate, but don't trade one for the other. All right. You make the decision, you share the message, you speak it out loud. So these things actually all go together. This is a progression. The reason why it may not be working is that the visibility isn't resonating. You're overthinking it. You're worried about how it looks, or it's not leading to people to take action and know how to not only see you, not only hear you and resonate, but actually hire you, decide to work with you. Yeah. And holding back is where the filter comes in, right? We're trying to say it right, slows you down, bogs you down, feels off to you, feels off to them. And there's some incoherence, right, between the truth of who you are and the words you're saying or how you're saying them. And what shifts it is when you can bring those things together. You say what's real, right? You say what's on your heart, but it's translated so it meets those people where they are, those best ideal clients for you where they are, and you trust yourself enough to let it be real, to really show up and share your transparent message with all of who you are without tidying it up or trying to get it right. So many people feel that cringe, especially on video. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. We've talked about that visibility that's not converting, right? And that there's the reason why that is there's a couple of them. You're holding part of yourself back. You don't have a strategy for how that visibility is actually going to lead to people signing up, and holding back is natural and normal, especially the more personal it is. The bigger the stakes, the higher the stakes for you, the more you can filter or feel that raw, ragged edge of vulnerability around sharing what you're really here to share, the depth and the breadth and the potency of the work that you do. And the shift to make is translation, right? So not to filter yourself out, not to say it the way the script template or formula or what you think people want to hear, but to have both together, but trusting. The real shift happens when you let go of the filter, the trying to get it right, and all those pieces in your head, and you can actually drop in and let it be a little messy, a little more real, a little always more you. And that, my friends, is a practice. It's not something you arrive at once and for all. I've dropped in and out of it several times, even in this live stream, where I'm like looking at my notes or remembering all the good things. I've taught this stuff for years and years, so I could go on and on. Am I rambling, right? And then I just know how to surrender, drop in, let it go, and actually show up and connect, because that's what I'm here to do. And that's what will resonate with those of you that are here watching. So you can feel when something's off. You can feel if you're holding back, and your audience can feel it too. You can feel, and the trying to say it right slows down, bogs down many business coaches, healers, experts who have this message, and they're trying to get it right. So we take a lot of courses and programs and mentors, and we're working on our podcast, and we're working on our speaking, and we're working on our books, and we're working on our webinars, and we're working on our masterclasses, and we're working on our signature offer, and we're creating a new launch and a new program, and right? All right, bring it all back to you, and staying true to you at every level of your own expansion is the journey. The more you grow, the more your business will grow. And you can feel it when you're editing it out. It's going to happen. So what do you do in that moment? I'll close by sharing a moment from my career as a singer who couldn't sing. Okay, I was told I could be a world-class singer. All I heard was could be. And I knew I could sing really well, and I loved the feeling of singing really well. One-on-one with a coach, I could make some amazing sounds, but I couldn't do it on command. I would tense up, and there would be all this tension and this choking stress about like wanting that note to be as good as I knew it could be every time. But that fear of it not being as good as I knew it could be would create all this tension. Ultimately, I stopped singing altogether. So when I was in a classical singing world, it was not for me. It was too controlled and external and rigorous in terms of its judgment and perfectionism. So reclaiming that and being able to once again sing these beautiful sounds that I could make was a long journey. But the point I want to make for you here is that in order to have that freedom and that sound and that voice and that expression come through, you have to just go to the next note. If you have a note coming along, the song keeps going. Your business is your song. It keeps going. The message is out there. It's going. And if you are speaking or doing a video or writing a newsletter or writing your book, sharing your message, and you start to filter it, it gets bogged down. And the practice, your visibility is a practice like martial arts or meditation. Your business growth is a practice like martial arts or meditation. It's something you do. All right. And how you show up to that changes everything. So you practice going to the next note. I've done it many, many times, even in this live. I have taught these things for many, many years, and I could go on forever. I have come back to some notes. I have chosen to share in the moment. Right now I'm filtering because I'm talking about what I'm doing, right? And you just got to go to the next note. So our next note for this live stream is, what are your takeaways? Comment here. Let me know your takeaways. I will come back and post if you want to join us for Unleash Your Frequency Factor Masterclass, where I'll walk you through how do you take the visibility that you got and actually lead to more clients signing up. It's a proven 3-part process. You will even break down the whole 6-figure revenue myth, whether you want 6 figures in a week or a weekend or in a year. A lot of hype around that. We're going to break down and help you see how you could create your next 6 figures based on where you are and what you have in this class, and how this practice can be built and installed in your business very quickly to have real revenue results. So that's our live for today. Thank you for being here on Give Voice to Your Vision. Next week, we have a very special guest. Join me for a conversation about how clients stay longer when the work actually delivers results, and what that looks like with mastermind, six-figure mastermind expert mentor. Jay Fairbrother is joining us and has some magic to share with us next week. So I will see you there. Until then, go give voice